guys, this isn't a very good movie. I'm sorry, I've tried with the other ones to find something really redeeming in it, and I'm going to have to stretch myself as far as I possibly can to try and be nice to this movie, because it's just boring. It's just really, really boring. And I know it's his debut movie, and I know it's not genre he's associated with, and I get all of that, but it's just boring. Like, there's entire scenes where it's just like, oh, hello, nice to meet you, nice to meet you, nice to meet you. And on one hand, it's quite cool, you know, that they're going for the banality of day-to-day existence and what it actually is like a wedding, because they ain't usually that much fun. But it's just boring to watch, and it's not building to anything. And it's meant to be a slice of... I get that it's meant to be a slice of life and hangout movie Richard Linklater. But the thing is, with his ones, you want to spend time with these people. These characters are all awful. And they're not just awful, they're boring. It's just a boring movie, and it's... Look, okay, so let's break down a bit. So there are some signature De Palma bits in there. A few cool one-take sequences. There's a really weird opening where it's sped up and it's just a bunch of crazy shit happening. And I get why he did that, because it's sort of like, hey, I imagine originally footage was in normal speed and it was agonizing to watch, probably similar to his later sort of like long takes where the tension's a point. But in this one, it's sort of like he doesn't really dwell on that. It's quite broad, and I think that's part of the problem. If he'd actually played up the tension like he did in his late movies and made the Hitchcocking drama of a guy who really does want to get married, but it's not that. It's kind of trying to be a comedy. But Brian, mate, sorry, you make stuff which has funny moments, but you don't make funny stuff, if you catch my meaning. He's good at wit, at sharp, like, visual gags and stuff like that, but sort of like a romantic comedy is like, dude, no, that ain't you. And I know he moved away from that as he went along. And I get that he did... I don't want to be too critical, because this was his first movie, and be honest, very few first movies knocked out the park. But it's Brian fucking De Palma, one of the best directors of all time, and the movie's just this, and it's like... I've read up that he wasn't actually ever that much in horror movies, but mate, like, you were made to make horror movies. This should have been made like a horror movie. It would have been perfect. But instead, there's just really nothing to latch your hands on to, because it's just sort of not much happens, and it's kind of dull, and the acting isn't great. Even Rob De Niro, who, you want to see young Rob De Niro watch this movie. But let's be honest, the only reason this Long Arrow streaming service is because it's the debut movie by Brian De Palma. That's it. That's the entire reason. You know, anyone else make this movie, it wouldn't be anything. It would have been long forgotten. De Palma makes it so it gets on Arrow, and I'm not criticising, because I understand, you know, he's one of my favourite directors too, but it's so frustrating that Schlock, I think Schlock is better than this. That blows my mind. I think John Landis made the better debut movie than Brian Palmer, but he did. He really, really did. Schlock is better than this. This is not very good. This is actually frustratingly not very good. And best part about it, that part of the opening, with the high-speed stuff and this like slow crawling for the boat but it's in fast motion, that stuff which is really, really cool isn't replicating the rest of the movie. That vibe is gone. You start your movie with something cool and then you just go like, now we're going to have like 20 minutes people shake hands with other people. Jesus Christ, man. Nah, this weren't for me, mate. No, this weren't it. I'm not impressed by this one. I'm a bit put off. I'm a little annoyed. I'm cranky. I'm irritated. So I'm gonna hope that tomorrow's movie is better. I don't even know what it is, but Jesus Christ, man, this was not it.